Welcome back to Hot Water Wrestling, everybody, and I'm here with a DVD, actually Blu Ray review of Stone Cold Steve Austin, the bottom line on the most popular superstar of all time. Sorry for the piece of paper here with the cover on it, but DVDs are at home and I'm at the office, and it's much easier for me to do videos from the office these days, so I've been kind of holding off on doing this video for the sole fact that I don't have the DVD and I was going to do it at home, but I don't want it to wait anymore. I know it's been out for a while, so here's my review. First and foremost, it is a fabulous documentary. The thing I like about these WWE DVDs, profile DVDs, I call them, bio DVDs, whatever you want, is the documentary. The strength of the documentary is what makes or breaks it for me. I'm an avid DVD collector, as everyone knows, so I do own a lot of matches on pay-per-view, discs, and other things, videotape, whatever. So a lot of times the bonus matches on these things are not things I actually need. In some cases they are. I'm just going to review the documentary today since I do not have the actual Blu Ray in front of me and I don't have every match on it memorized, but most of Stone Cold's legendary matches, not even those that are legendary, are very well known and everyone has seen most of them, so you know, you can get that information anywhere. Just my take on it. A fabulous documentary. Right off the bat, one thing I loved about the documentary is that they used a variety of superstars from different eras to talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin. Some of these WWE documentaries that are made, it seems they don't use enough guys, or the interviews seem canned or done a long time ago, and it's always like the same people, you know. Arn Anderson being one of those guys that's like seems to always be on there, but in the case of Stone Cold's documentary, they really used a variety of people. I would say this is as good as the Chris Jericho documentary, the Roddy Piper documentary, and the Bret Hart documentary done. You know, the best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be. Original Bret Hart one, and of course the Hart Dynasty one too is fabulous. But I'm not going to get into every fabulous one. I think you get the idea of what I mean. This is very well done, goes in depth. Some of the information was released in the Stone Cold Truth, but here again we go into it in a much more in-depth way and hear directly from Stone Cold Steve Austin what he was going through at certain times of his career, and you know, how he pushed through or what affected him. There's a great story about his last big match with The Rock at WrestleMania, where he actually collapsed. He collapsed from dehydration in the hotel. He got up, went to the elevator, went to his floor, and luckily there was a WWE staff member nearby who saw this, and they got him to the hospital. They pumped him full of fluids, and he went out there and he wrestled and gave it his all. It's a fabulous story. It's not something I never knew. I didn't know that he fainted. Crazy story. Another story there is the Owen Hart, of course, which was discussed in the Stone Cold Truth, but we go way more in depth now about the injury. You know, it didn't talk about what it took for him to come back. You learned that Jim Ross was a good friend of his and reached out to him when no one else would talk to him. There was a time where he kind of felt forgotten about and left behind, but Jim Ross was always there as a shoulder to lean on for Stone Cold, and they go into that relationship deeper than I've ever heard before. We go back to his WCW days and talk about exactly how all of that went down, how he ended up leaving, how he ended up with the Stone Cold name, everything. Just fabulous. And then, you know, the ECW, Paul Heyman's on this DVD, and you get a lot from him. They go in extensively into the ECW career and how that kind of came about, and how that was very important and very instrumental in his launch into the WWE, and how Paul Heyman believed in Stone Cold Steve Austin, allowed him to be himself, and actually, you know, beat everybody to the punch on the kind of promos and reality scenarios we have today. Paul Heyman and Stone Cold and ECW really did things that no one had ever done before. And it's just, you know, we all have tremendous respect for Stone Cold Steve Austin. At least I imagine so. Everyone does who's a wrestling fan. I couldn't imagine respecting him even more, but after this DVD, this documentary here, I respected the guy even tenfold more. I cannot give this a higher recommendation. It is a fabulous DVD, very extensive. You're going to learn about Stone Cold Steve Austin, but you're also going to learn a lot about the business. And you're going to hear from a lot of people. It's going to keep you entertained. It is not short. It's extensive, in-depth. It's a meaty doc, man. I think it's a solid 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Usually the docs are about 90 minutes, but I believe this one is 2 hours. Like I said, I don't have the disc in front of me here, so bear with me. But anyways, I hope to be back. I hope to be back with more DVD reviews. I've had a good amount of pickups. I need to do that. And, you know, I never reviewed the Shawn Michaels Bret Hart DVD, which I've seen. I got the Rock DVD in the other day. I have not watched that. I plan on doing so. I hear that we're going to be getting an Edge DVD documentary. You know, the last one that was put out did not include a documentary. And then we're going to get a CM Punk. I'm excited for the two of those. Excuse me. But until next time, stay frosty. See you next time on Hot Water Wrestling.